So welcome back to our live stream channel for Family and Consumer Sciences Day. And we're so pleased to have Dr. Brian Wansink with us. He's the director of the Cornell Food and Brand Lab. So Brian, please tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
Oh, sure. Well, my PhD is in consumer behavior, and all I've studied for over 25 years is why people eat what they eat, what determines what they select, how much they eat, and how much they enjoy it. Because this has incredible implications for families, for individuals, for dieters, for health purposes. And the interesting thing is, I guess I'm now a professor and director of the Cornell Food and Brand Lab. I wrote the book Mindless Eating and new book Slim by Design. But an interesting AAFCS trivia piece was the first professional organization I joined outside of the one I had to when I was a PhD student was AAFCS back in about 1992 or 93.
Great. And we definitely want to talk about this new book, Slim by Design. I know that it offers solutions to make healthy eating easier. So we'd love to hear more about your book and how that's different from, mindless eating.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, when they try to eat better or they try to lose weight, what they end up doing is they try to become slim by willpower.
Okay.
They memorize calorie counts, they keep food diaries, they write down every bite they've eaten. And that's a 24/7, 365-day effort. Instead, for most of us who have jobs, either working at home or working outside the home, and have a billion things in our mind, it's a whole lot easier to become slim by design, to make changes in our home, in our offices, where we shop, where we eat in restaurants, so that we can mindlessly eat less rather than mindlessly overeat. And that's what Slim by Design does. It gives us people tools that they can use themselves, but very importantly, it also gives us suggestions that we can give our favorite restaurants, grocery stores, and workplaces so they can help us eat better and be healthier in a way that's beneficial toward them.
So it sounds like, we would literally be set up for success with some of these changes, rather than setting up for failure, kind of, or, for being overweight or unhealthy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, if you look at our own homes, our homes are either making us slim by design or they're making us fat by design, okay? But there's a lot of small changes that we can make that can help our homes work for us. So, for instance, one of the things that is I think, hallmark of the book, Slim by Design, which actually I think is my magnum opus.
Okay.
But is that at the end of every one of these sections, whether it be about the home, restaurants, grocery stores, schools, or workplaces, what I do is I say, here's a 100-point scorecard that you can fill it out. It's yes, no questions. And it tells you whether your home, for instance, is making you fat by design or slim by design. And the powerful thing about doing something like that is that, wow, most people will fill this out and they'll get between a 25 and a 35, which isn't that good.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't very good at all.
Oh, no. They're like, I have some work to do, some changes to make.
But all of a sudden, if you get a 25, there are 75 easy things that you can do. Most of them you can do over the weekend. They can make your home slim by design, not fat by design.
Huge opportunity.
Let me give you an example.
Yeah,
we found, for instance, we did this study where we brought people into a kitchen, and we had snacks on the table. In all conditions, there were snacks on the table. But in one condition, the place was just a mess.
Oh, no.
There were dirty dishes in the sink. There's mail on the table. There was an open newspaper that was on the counter. And in the other condition, it was a spotless kitchen, neat, clean. What we found is when you bring people into a messy kitchen, okay, they tend to eat about 44% more snack food than they do when it's clean. Because you kind of go, well, this place is out of control. Why do I have to be in control? And so it's an easy thing to do. I mean, once we found that out, I think probably everybody in my lab within about 2 days changed.
They're all clean.
Changed the way in our kitchen. So, I mean, that's one small thing that can be done that can help make you unknowingly slim by design.
So just declutter, and then you'll eat possibly 44% less snacks.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, actually, even on the website, so that there's the scorecards in the book Slim by Design are 100 points long. But there's starter scorecards if you just want to kind of see how well you're doing to begin with, that are on the website slimbydesign.org. That'll give you just 10 questions, and you answer them yes or no, and you can learn whether whether you're becoming fat by design or slim by design.
And now, thinking of dining in, I know you have the 5 zones, and so we've talked a little bit about changes in the home, and then, thinking about grocery stores, what could people ask their grocery stores to do to make it more of a slim by design situation versus a, fat by design situation? So.
Sure. There's things that you can do yourself, such as, chewing a piece of gum when you go in. If you find if you chew a piece of gum, what's going to happen is you're going to buy about 90% less snack food. Because what happens with snack food is that you say, I'm kind of hungry, those chips sound good. And the more you start thinking about chips, the more you start sort of imagining what it would be like, the crunchiness, the saltiness, and things like this. And what happens is you just essentially imagine yourself into this incredible craving. And eating a piece of gum, what it does is it busts that craving, because you can't imagine what it's like to eat a potato chip when you're chewing mint gum.
I need some gum right now.
There's a lot of, but there's a lot of things you can ask grocery stores to do. But one thing that helps anybody out there who's a parent is that you know what it's like to go through a checkout aisle with kids and with candy.
Oh yeah, I have 2 small kids, so definitely.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. And I've got 3 girls under the age of 10, so it's the same. And but we find that simply asking a grocery store to have one food-free aisle, one candy-free aisle, a checkout aisle, is very useful to some people. And you can say, well, yeah, but why would a grocery store do that? Well, one reason they do that is, first of all, they keep you as a customer, possibly, which is about an extra $7,000 a year they make by keeping you rather than losing you. Second of all, what we found is that grocery stores who make a change, and instead of having candy in the aisle, they have CDs or batteries or little eyeglass kits or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They end up reporting that they make more when they take the candy out of an aisle than when it's in an aisle.
So it's really like a win-win.
Yeah, and that's the way Slim by Design is set up. It's set up to start a movement in all these different areas, because we don't propose anything that doesn't help us eat better, but that also doesn't benefit the restaurant or the workplace or the grocery store also.
Excellent. And I would like to know more about the Slim by Design movement and the website that you have, and what people can find on your website.
Yeah, so it's slimbydesign.org. And when you go there, there's 3 different areas you can go to. One is, if you're a dieter, you can go and you just get tips that work for yourself. Okay, if you're an activist and you want your area around you to be better, you can go to the activist area. It has letters that you can send to grocery stores and the restaurants. There's things that you can kind of tweet and send to other people. And it has a rating, so that you can actually rate your local restaurants or grocery stores on a scale of 1 to 10, a scorecard. And you can tweet what the result is and say something like, hey, way to go, High V. You got a 7 out of 10 in making me Slim by Design.
Ooh, very good.
We're going to be doing a whole new relaunch of that then on Friday.
Oh, okay, so this is perfect timing. So everybody, visit this website and learn more about it. And so, people would like to start making these changes. Let's say they're, ready to get started on Slim by Design. What would you say would be the first step? Would it be to do the scorecard probably, or?
Yeah, because what happens is that oftentimes when people hear good ideas, like this, they might go, oh, that's a really good tip. But, if we see things as tips, it doesn't work. It's like a life hack. You read about cool life hacks and you kind of go, hey, I should do that sometime. But none of us ever do.
Yes.
And that's the problem with seeing things as tips. But what we found is that people see these things and we give them as tools. Well, a tool is something you use. A tool is something that doesn't work unless you use it. And what we find is it helps people implement things very easily. But almost the first thing you need to do is we need to realize that we have to change, that there's something wrong, that's something that we can easily change. And filling out the scorecards end up being a great reality test. Because we say, wow, I think I'm doing pretty well. But
how do you know?
When you end up getting a 4 out of 10, you say, wow, there's a lot of...
And, just curious, but I believe you will be dining in tonight, correct? And
Yes, and we'll be dining in. Yes.
you will. And now, in your family, is it you who does the cooking, or your spouse? Or I know I'm throwing you a curveball here, but no.
No, you know,
on the spot.
actually, for like 42 years, I did do all the cooking because I wasn't married.
Oh.
But my wife went to Le Cordon Bleu in Paris,
Ooh,
and
fancy.
so the day that she lets me cook is it's about one day a week.
Okay. So you get permission. Yeah.
And the thing is, I mean, if you look at a 100-point scorecard, I mean,
Yes.
this is all the research that we do.
Okay.
And like I said, there's 100 things you can do in your home that can help make you push you toward being slim by design, not fat by design. And even though we research this stuff all the time, even my home, my home's like an 83, which is really, really high.
Yeah.
But there's the other things. It's either I forget to do them one day, or or something happens.
No one's perfect.
But you don't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
All you have to do is get a couple more things done and get a couple points higher than you otherwise would. It's going to do dramatic things for you and your little gooblets.
Well, this is really exciting. I've enjoyed our conversation. I hope all of our viewers have enjoyed it as well. And I did want to announce while we're here, so we're up to 96,754 commitments to dining in. So we're
Excellent.
so we're very close to 100,000. We're shooting for 200,000, but things have grown very rapidly in the past 24 hours. So I think people are doing a huge push. This is amazing. It's our first annual, so we're very pleased with all these results. And thank you for being a part of it and helping us celebrate. And then people need to watch for you too on Friday, you said?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Friday,
Just to mention
Friday
that.
5. Yep.
Okay. Well, have a wonderful Family Consumer Sciences Day.
Well, thank you. And as a benchmark, when you as a benchmark, when people, so I gave the state address to the New York State AAFCS annual meeting like maybe a month or so ago.
Okay.
And I had, what I did is I took the 10-point starter scorecard that you'll see in slimbydesign.org, and I had people, grade themselves.
Yeah.
And what we found is that 60% of people got a 5 or higher, which is great. I did the same thing with a group of cardiologists, and only about 20% of them got a 5 or higher in the scorecard. So, yeah.
Go FCS. I like that news. Well, I'm going to definitely check out your website more in your book, and I think there's some room for improvement in the design of my surroundings. I think. So.
Perfect. We'll follow at Slim by Design, tweet it, and there's a lot more tips there.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brian. It's been wonderful talking with you.
Have a great holiday season.
Okay. Thank you too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Brian.